Hello, I'm Laura Cornelius, and these are your highlights from Week 2's third Eurasian Heads-Up Global Poker League match. This time it was the Berlin Bears against the Moscow Wolverines. Having already faced off against each other in the six-max the previous night, German Nitsche wanted some redemption against Russian Troyanovskiy. Vladimir took the commanding chip lead in the first match for the most part, showing his ability at the virtual felt, until Berlin's Nitsche brought it back all square. It was a long match compared to the others, but eventually it was the 6-4 of spades for Dominik, King-Jack for Vladimir on an 8-King-King Queen-Queen board, and it was all over just like that, with the Wolverines gaining 3 points against the Bears. The second match was also a long one for the German and the Russian. There were a lot of swings back and forth, but eventually we saw Jack-9 for Nitsche and 2s for Vladimir. The Bear was all in with plenty more behind him than the Russian. The Wolverine pondered it for some time, but eventually called it. The 9 on the turn secured the 3 points to equalise the matchups for the Bears, taking them up to 18 in total points. With 1-1, there was everything to play for in the final game of the evening. It was a confusing spot for Nitsche with 7-10 before making a straight on the river of the 8-5 Jack 6-4 board. Vladimir with 6-5 and 2 pairs. It was then the Russian who was put into a difficult decision on whether to call the German's bet. He made the right decision in the end though and went for the fold. And then, with the Berlin Bear just one hand away from elimination, it was Vlad's King-Queen against Dominik's 9s with a Queen 6-10 flop to see the Russian go ahead. The 3-4 then hit on the board, Dominik picking up a flush on the river with his 1 heart. A big sigh emitted from the Moscow Wolverines' jaw as the stacks levelled out once again. Dominik then picked up a big lead with aces shortly after, followed by the Russians' aces very soon after that. It seemed the match would never end, but it did in a coin flip as the Moscow Wolverine clinched the decider and took the final 3 points and beat the Bear 2-1. Moscow Wolverines now on 19 points, just overtaking the Bears on 18.